Hi everyone, welcome to Admiral Markets presentation on MetaTrader 4. My name's Stephen Andrews, and the purpose of this presentation is to give you a really good oversight, or overview I should say, of MetaTrader 4, how the software works, why a lot of people trade currencies on it, and what markets we can offer you, and just to give you a really good overview of how it all works too. Now, the good thing to start with MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 4 is by far the most widely used software for trading currencies in the world. It's been around for a lot of years, and that's a good thing because you're in a community of traders who've been in the markets for a long time. They prefer this software because of the unique features it has for currency trading, and it gives you insight that if you have things that you want to do on the software, more often than not there's some previous things already set up on the software so you can implement that in the software very well, like trade, like technical indicators, expert advisors and everything. So the purpose today is just to show you a little bit of an oversight of this software and to show you how to actually use it. So what I'm going to do is show you basics of how you can have different charts, how you can have different markets on it, just to show you the basics of how we can actually work this. So what we have here on the left-hand side is we've basically got our navigator window where you can put your indicators on, and you can put a lot of different things like your expert advisors, your custom indicators. We have our market watch window, which actually covers all the markets that you can trade on the software. So see here you've got Aussie US, which is a currency of course, Euro US, Euro Canadian. We've got gold, so you can trade the actual price of gold. As we keep going down here, you can scroll down, look, you've got the currency pairs, you've got the Dow Jones 30, the S&P 500, silver, the FTSE 100, the Aussie 200, it's, a lot of these markets are here. And we cover at Admiral Markets, we've got the markets to give you currencies, you can look at commodities, indexes, US shares, and, a lot of different markets to go into. So you can see here below. Now, if you're not seeing this view, okay, now we see the US stocks, if you're not seeing this full view, the first step that you should do is right-click and click on Show All. Now, we have two accounts here. We've got a few different accounts, but the Standard and the Pro. The Standard will show you all the currency pairs as well as the different commodities and indexes and different markets. The Pro account is only for currencies only. So if you've chosen the Pro account, make sure you right-click and Show All, and that will allow you to see the Pro account trades. The way you can tell the difference with the Pro account is that you've actually got below, after that, you've got Euro USD, for example, .pro, and you'll see that, and it's a 5 digits. This is a 4 decimal point. This is a 5 decimal point thing on the Pro. But that's another story altogether. Now, there's the symbols. You do have tick charts here. So if you're looking at a particular currency pair, let's click on there. You can look at the different tick charts on different times as well. At the bottom, we've basically got your order window and your terminal window, I should say, here. And within this terminal window, you can actually monitor your trades. You can look at your account history. You look at the news events coming through. You can set your alerts there. You've got a mailbox, so Admiral Markets will actually talk to you about different swap weights or holiday schedules, as you can see here. You've got basically experts here, and you've got a journal there as well. So I'm going to focus on the basics here today, just to get you up and running. So let's go back to symbols. Now, at the moment, I've got a chart on the right-hand side here, and this is where you can actually view the charts and see where the markets are actually moving. Now, at the moment, I have an Australian US dollar chart here. If I wanted the Euro US, you simply left-click on that, drag it, and drop it into the chart. So now I'm looking at a Euro US daily. If I had a Euro, I've got a Euro Canadian there, a gold chart, and an Aussie US already there set up. So let's go back to the Euro US. Now here, at the top, a lot of people say, well, what's the time periods that I want to actually trade on? This, you can choose that all here. So this is all denominated in time periods. So if you click on M1, this is basically a minute chart. If you hold your mouse over it, you'll see M1 there. So you can see that's a 1 minute, a 5 minute chart, a 15 minute, 30 minute, an hour, 4 hourlies, daily, weekly, and monthly there. And it's a click of the button. So if you go and want to look at a daily chart, you can look at that straight away. So it keeps it very, very simple for you to actually change it. Now, I'm going to show you how to actually customize the chart and actually change it to your viewing. Now, I like the look of green and red candles and a white background. If, for example, that you wanted to change anything, you can right-click on the chart and you can go to Properties. So within here, you can change everything. So see how the background here is white? You can click on that, change it to black, press OK, and you've now got a black chart. Everything in there is customizable. So I'll put it back to white because it looks a bit easier here. So none, whatever, let's have a look. Got to find the white, the proper white for you. White, okay. Now you've got the grid lines here. Now that was already set up with me here. I'm going to change the grid. Right click on the grid and then the grid actually goes. You can see different orders and different lines on the chart, so I'm going to get rid of everything here. So if I right click and go on into indicators list, I've got a moving average already on there, so I'm going to click on that and delete it. Okay. Objects list, so I've got arrows and different things like that. I'm going to delete them all here. I'm going to show you how to build it. Okay. All right. So here, what we've got is a candlestick chart on a daily chart. Now, to draw different things on the chart, see on the left-hand side how I've got my indicator list. Now, if you want a moving average, for example, you find the moving average here, left-click on it, and drop it into here. Now, you can actually choose everything on this moving average here. You can choose the period of the moving average. You can choose the moving average, whether it's a simple, exponential, smooth, or linear. And you can apply it to the close, open, high, low, a lot of different things there. You can change the color. So let's make it red to make it stand out. And the levels here are different things. All the information that you need to actually do that is there. Press OK. And now I've drawn a moving average on the chart. So you can see that very clearly there. It's quite easy to actually see. So here, I've now got a chart with a moving average, and you can customize the charts however you want. So let's say I've got a moving average and I want to add a MACD. Left-click on the MACD from this list. Now remember, that's up the top here, indicators. Go down to MACD, left-click on MACD and drop it here. So now I've got a fast EMA of 12. The colors. Now let's make the MACD, let's see what it comes up. We've got the main and that. Let's make it a blue and a red. So I'm going to change that to dark blue. I'll make it a nicer light blue, actually. Medium blue. So I've got a medium blue and a red. Now you can customize that however you want. That's just what I've just done then. You can drag that down to actually move that down a little bit like that. But as I mentioned, whatever you see here is completely customizable. So I'm just giving you an example of how to use it. If you wanted to get rid of the MACD and you said, no, won't want that there, go to the indicators list and you've got the MACD and the moving average that we've already put in. Click on the MACD and delete. Close and the MACD goes. Very, very simple. Quite easy to use. Now, to talk about the candles, a lot of people like bar charts, some people like lines, very easy to change. At the top here, you've got a bar chart. So if you move up where I'm seeing here, you've got the candles, and you've got, basically a line chart there. Very easy to change. I'll keep that at candles because it's a bit more visual. To zoom in and out, I zoom here, so I'm actually scrolling in and zooming to see the charts a lot more blown up. And to zoom out, I just click on that button there to zoom out to give me a broader overview of this daily chart. So I might make it a little bit in like that there too. Little buttons like this, like auto scroll. When you've got auto scroll selected, it means that when the market opens another, like a candle, for example, and the market's continuing, the auto scroll, it'll continue scrolling to the very next candle. If you turn that off, it means that the chart will actually stay and you're in charge of where you want that chart effectively. So we'll keep that off. Now indicators we've already gone through. Now, if you're wanting to draw just normal lines on the chart and trend lines and whatever, you can actually draw it here. So horizontal line, let's say I wanted a horizontal line here. You can actually select that in there. So to draw channels and that, all very simple. You can actually draw the trend lines here. So it's not perfectly lined up, but that just gives you an idea on how to draw a trend line. That's all up here. Once again, if there's too much on the chart and you want to get rid of it, you can right-click on here, go to Objects List, and actually just delete whatever you've put on there, just to sort of get rid of it there. Now, you can draw text on the thing. So if you, for example, say I have a buy signal here, you can click on there and you say the text will be, buy here, and you can change all that there. Very simple. Now, when you've got into here, let's have a look in terms of trading, because obviously we're here to trade. You want to get an idea of how you can put trades on. If you want to trade, the way that you can do it is if you right-click on the chart and you go to trading, click on New Order. A new order window will pop up. It'll tell you the Euro US dollar. Now, you change the volume. So if you choose a one volume, it means that you're buying a full lot size. You can change that to a micro account, which is 0.01. You can change that to 0.1, whatever you're wanting to do. And you can either choose to sell or buy. So let's buy here in this instance. So I click into buy, market comes on, and we're in the market. So the order's in there, and it says OK. Now have a look down at the terminal window. It shows our trade. So we've got the time that we placed the trade, the type is a buy, the size is 1, so that means we bought a full lot size here. The symbol is Euro USD, the price is 130.21. Now there's no stop or lot limits yet, but the price here is 130.19, so there's minus 2 pips at the moment. And you can see all that there. So the profit is minus $19 there. We're minus 1 pip, so that's now minus $9.78. If you've got a base currency, anything different to US dollars, it'll actually show you that in that base currency too, which keeps it good. Because if you fund in a certain denomination, you'd like to see where the currencies are in your denomination there. So that's all very simple. And the way that you can actually see that, you've got the balances and the equity and the margins all on that list there. So it gives you a very good clear picture of what to do. Now here you can actually say, okay, well, where's my stop, where's my limit, so you can modify the order, of course, and have your order obviously wherever you want it. So we can say copy as here. So we've got 120 pips and you've got a level at 100 pips. Okay, so all I did there was I modified the order and added a stop and a limit. Okay, so my stop loss is now 128.99 and my take profit is 131.19. So that's denominated by, let's have a look. You can see all that there. See how you got the green line in the middle? That's showing me where my buy order was. And you've got the stop red line here. That's where my stop order is. And you've got the high line in there. Very simple. So right click and you can modify the order. So you can say I want that only 20 points below and I want that 20 points above. Copy, copy, modify. And the stops and limits change. So see how I did that? The stop and the limit actually changed and squeezed in because I've only 20 pips above and 20 pips below. So to take you through that step again, you right click on the order, you can click on modify and you change it. You go, I want to now stop at 100 pips, copy, I want to profit at 100 pips, copy, modify the order. They're out now. It pops out, makes a sound, and there's my stop and my stop there and my profit target here. So it's all very visual. You can see that quite easily. You've got a nice buy order in there. You take profits there and your stops there. So what that means is that if you walk away from the computer, you're protected on the downside. So you know that you've got a 100-point stop. So if it hits that stop, it means you'll be stopped out of that level for a loss. If it hits a target price, you'll be stopped out at that target price there. So very, very simple. So when we move into it more, you can actually download and customize different indicators too. So we've got a custom indicator listing here. Now remember, because MT4 is such a worldwide used software, that there's a lot of programmers out there and traders who've created their own indicators. And some of them charge money for it, some of them are freely available, but it allows you as a trader to tap into those different indicators and actually use them on your trading. Same thing with expert advisors, otherwise known as EAs. You can download EA softwares, which is effectively a robot to trade, which means that you can actually download a pre-programmed robot, put the EA on the platform, and then that will actually trade automatically for you. So it keeps it very simple there. Now you can do this with anything. If you've got an EA expert advisor, you can drag that onto the chart, and then it comes up with the expert advisor, whatever it is. So once you've got that in there, you can actually then start that expert advisor. You can, continue to do it. But I'm not going to do that in this particular one just because, I want to keep this very simple and just more of an introduction. We have other things that can cover how to actually put EAs on and more advanced things as well. So here, this is just to give you a good overview on how this software works and some of the benefits of it too. So the best thing to do is start the demo process. It's always recommended that you download demos and you start looking into it and get a much better idea of how it all works in general. That allows you to actually trade and put real practice trades on the market, but just to give you that extra insight to say, yes, this is a trade that I want to do. I'm comfortable with this. I'm getting used to how this is working, and you'll find that it's a lot easier. Keep in mind that Admiral Markets here are really here to help you with any questions that you have. So if you're downloading the software and you need some help through it, please call your local Admiral Markets company and they can actually help go through things with you. We're very good service, so we can offer you a lot of good support there too. So at any stage you have questions, please contact us. That about sums up today what we're going to cover. I thank you for attending. I hope you got something out of this. So enjoy your day and have a fantastic day.